dit Dina agus Trinona Ma. Tá tú galéir an fóilte ród chuig Arclan na Gaeilge fimíocht de Florida denna búcail tír. Tá áisear na bheith arás ag fumí a ríis ag an Arclan crest. And all that really means is hello and welcome to the crest saver. It's wonderful to be back here at the crest after a couple of years being away, and we're so delighted to have you, our audience, because without you this show does not go on. So for that, thank you very much. I just want to thank a couple of people and things and institutions. Thank you all for your support for our raffle. It's our only fundraiser of the year, and it's where we raise our money to put on shows like this in support of Irish culture. And it really is appreciated that all the support you gave us throughout the year in this fundraising effort. And thank you once more for that. We also want to thank our sponsors, our advertisers, and everybody who works behind the scenes to put these shows on. One other thing about our forthcoming production, which is An Evening with James Joyce. And we want help from you, our audience, in this effort, because it's on June the 16th, and we can, any input you may have, just let us know your emails or your phones or your phone numbers, and we'll contact you if you leave it in the lobby before you leave. What else have we got? Yes, afterwards we're going to do a meet and greet with the actors in the lobby, and then at Tim Finnegan's afterwards, going to have a real knees-up to celebrate the last night of our show. Tim Finnegan's Bar and Pub and Lindsay. So, that's about it. If you have your cell phones, will you please turn them off? They're very, very disruptive to our actors when they do go off, and it puts them off, you know. But please, I'll re-emphasize, will you please stay just for a couple of moments to meet our actors afterwards. They want to meet you, and just to exchange a couple of words. So with that, let us go to the foothills of Nethin Bay for our production of The Country Boy. Thank you.
Ditch. Yet, ain't these last few weeks, he'd do things the way you want them done for a change.
I don't want to say anything, Tom. You know, we've had this all out before. It's all you've ever done but ridiculing him and contradicting any idea he's ever had. You know, the youth, they're entitled to some freedom.
Freedom? What the hell more freedom do they want? You tell me. bog or above in the field, or come 9 o'clock in the evening, he's gone.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I do. It's these bloody dancing halls. They'll not be happy to have a band playing in every pigsty in the country. Tell me one Sunday night, one in the last 5 years, that boy hasn't been within in the town, hopping about.
What else would you have him do on a Sunday night?
I don't mind within reason, but there has to be some limit to this carousing. Does he need to be out till 2 o'clock of a Monday morning? A lot of good that Sambo will be to him when he's up digging spuds in the field the next morning.
You can't stop him when he's with the rest of the lads.
The rest of the lads is watching their P's and Q's. That boy was talking about getting married last year. 25 years of age and getting married. That's what the bloody Sambo's doing for him.
In 4 weeks' time, you'll give your right hand to hear his hand on the left in the early hours of a Monday morning.
It's his own choice.
His own choice, surely, the only one he has.
If he wants to go, I'll not stop him.
No, you won't stop him going to the other ends of the world. But if he talks about settling down or getting married...
I don't know what settling down are you talking about, woman? You'd swear to hear you talk that the pair of us was crippled or something, or had to get someone else in.
Is that the only reason you can think of for marriage?
And what better reason is there for a fella his age getting married? None. It's just the head is risen on with high life and carousing, and hopping about on a Sunday night with a load of painted women.
Painted women? I wouldn't call Eileen Tierney a painted woman.
I've nothing against Eileen Tierney, but she's not the one that's coming in here, and not when Mr. Corley decides it's time. So, he can go.
Well, there's no point in arguing about it now, Tom.
Oh, of course not. Nothing makes any sense when it comes to that book.
When is that thing out there going to be finished?
When it's done my way, I'd rather see it rot in the rain than let it put black on it now.
Why is it that the Yanks always have to come in the middle of the summer when everything's on top of you?
And I had to miss a fair day in Castlebar for the first time in 40 years. That'll not happen again. And that heifer's going to calve any day soon. If it's anything like the last one, we'll be up night after night.
You have Eddie to help you.
A lot of good he'll be, sitting in a soft job, drawing down big pay for the last 15 years. I doubt he remembers which end of the cow the calf comes from.
Tom, do you think his wife will be particular?
Whether she is or not, we've done all we can.
God, there's been a queer amount of money spent here in the last few days.
Oh, aye, that's the way. They'll send you a cheque every now and again. And you spend it and more getting ready for them when they do decide to come.
It's Eddie's own money that built this place, and no matter what you say, it's better than the old Thatch.
It was good enough.
Yeah, a queer sight it'd be bringing in a wife into the old Thatch. At least now Eddie can see where his money was spent, and God bless him, he didn't spare it when he went first.
Oh, Eddie was always a steady lad. Lived his life the way any sensible man would. Worked hard, sent home what he could, and when the time was right, got a sensible woman for a wife.
We don't know what his wife is like.
Any man that takes his time in picking out a wife like Eddie did doesn't end up picking the wrong one.
He was as wild as the next in his day.
'Twasn't the same wildness.
You did the same ranting, if I remember.
And I knew Eddie had toured out all right. I wasn't a bit worried about him going away for so long. And I'd be glad he'd be there to keep an eye on Corley.
Didn't you leave it a long time to come see us, Tom?
Oh, America isn't England. You'll not come back from there for £7 or £8 return.
I just wish it wasn't for taking Curly he was coming. It's not easy at the end of your days to see all your children gone.
I know, but a few years away will do Corley the world of good. It'll help to settle him. It's more than I can do.
A few years. That's what Eddie said. But Tom, we're driving him out ourselves. I'd rather keep my mouth shut for the rest of my days and have him around the place.
Ah, stop, will you stop?
Tom, there's no harm done yet. He would have come for the holiday anyway.
I know, but it's over a year now since Corley rode away for a spear. If he had any change in mind, he'd have said something by now. But he He's too damn independent to admit when he's wrong. You said you'd have a word with him.
He's not going because he wants to. He's going because he has to.
Why has he done? There's many a one beyond in America would come home tomorrow for what he has here. But it's not good enough for him. Well then, all right then. Let him go. See if he gets it all his own way there.
Mary Kate?
Oh, Eileen, come in.
My mother thought you might need a hand with the preparations. I
Oh.
brought you some flowers.
God bless you, Eileen. I have these curtains to put up, but I don't feel like climbing.
Well, Tom, great excitement, isn't it?
Aye, but then it's coming on holiday. How are you with the hay?
How'd I finish this evening?
Should be in. If your father had took my advice last week when I told him the weather was up.
Well, if we were all as wise as you, Tom, there'd be no hard work on the land at all.
There's always hard work in the land. I'm going out to take a look at that cow. And then I'm going up as far as the field. When that buck comes back, tell him to go into the town and get a tin of red paint. And to bring in that tin of black paint he has spent and get some money back in.
Curly's gone somewhere, Mary Kate.
He's gone over that way a bit. Look what I got the lender from Katie O'Hara.
Isn't that grand? Won't they be a bit warm under that?
They might be, but sure, they can throw it off if they want. You know, I always had one on Eddie's bed, and it's many a letter he asked me about the patchwork quilt. I thought it'd be grand to have one on the bed for them.
Well, now, 'tis a coincidence that it should be the patch quilt of Katie O'Hara's bed that you're putting on.
Eileen, you never come in here yet that you didn't make me laugh.
How is Katie?
Oh, poor Katie. You know, the doctor was up with her early this morning. He would have had her removed to Castlegar, only she was too weak. You know, he told her on the last baby, but here we are again.
'Tis the many should be warning.
Aye. You know, Katie, she reminds me of yourself, Eileen.
No, I wonder if Eddie will remember her. I heard they were courting strong before he left.
Oh, he will indeed. She's the only girl I ever heard mentioned with his name. God, he used to love getting her to sing the last rose of summer round the fire in the old thatch. Don't the years bring changes?
Are you with great excitement waiting for this evening, them coming in?
You get to my age, you try not to get too excited. But 15 years is a long time waiting to see your son.
Oh, you'll be dancing jigs around the kitchen.
He's a wife to dance jigs with now.
You'll be throwing a bit of a do.
You better ask himself that.
Yeah, he might ask me to come out to Samba with him.
You know, I won't miss Eddie when he goes back this time. But Curly,
I'll put the kettle on. They'll be boiled for a drop over to the curtains.
all right, Eileen. Eileen, I was down in Riley's yesterday evening. Delia's home.
Isn't she grand?
She's like a film star. You should have saw the boat. All the trunks came over by boat. That wasn't good enough for Delia. She came over by aeroplane. What's this she was telling the father? Oh, yes. New York to Shannon, 9 hours, 53 seconds.
It's great, surely, to be Yanks.
Aye.
What's holding us?
Oh, Eileen, it's them out stout cases.
Never mind, Mary Kate. I'll get it now from this chair.
All right. You know, seeing them stout cases reminds me, Eileen. I meant to tell Curly when he was getting them to get some wine. Remind me to tell Curly we can't serve cold porter to Eddie's wife.
Is Curly lonely yet, Mary Kate?
Ah, 'tis yourself should be best to tell that.
He hasn't said anything to me, Mary Kate. I want some pins for this.
There's some pins there on the mantelpiece. You know, the men, they don't believe in telling the women much, do they, Eileen?
No, Mary Kate.
Aye. You know, Eileen, I wouldn't be happy with anyone else coming in here but you.
I'll always be in and out, Mary Kate.
You know what I mean. I mean in here with Curly.
I need some more pins. Curly will be back in a few years.
That's what Eddie said.
Well, sure, there was no need, Mary Kate, when he had a wife and he had to stay.
And he left someone pining too.
Everything turns out for the best.
Aye. You know, Eddie would have never went, but
'Tis really a pity that they have no family yet.
'tis surely.
Now, how's this?
Oh, sure, it makes a different house of it altogether.
Now the other side.
There you go. You know, I worry about what I'm going to serve for them to eat. It's not so much Eddie, but herself. She'll have never seen any of the spuds and cabbage we have here.
Oh no, Mary Kate. In summer it's called salads, iced tea, and trifles. So says Delia Riley. And cheese and biscuits and coffee afterwards. And for breakfast, pancakes and maple syrup.
You're a cop.
That's what Delia says. Mary Kate should give them spuds and cabbage for breakfast, dinner, and supper. She turns her nose up at it. You let her?
Oh, it's surely the only thing that worries me, knowing the goodness they have there.
Well, don't worry about it. There has that.
Oh, sure, it's grand. Sit down there, and I'll make a fresh sup of tea. Eileen, would you ever give me a hand in the other room with that bed? I was thinking of putting it under the window, and I'll put Curly down in the other room.
Well, who's going to meet them?
Curly just. Tom's not going to bother. He's going to hire a car from Walsh's.
You know, I hear most of the eggs are flying by now.
Aye, but Eddie said in his last letter that Julia hasn't been feeling too well, and he thought the sea voyage would do her good. Oh, I just made a pot of tea, Curly. Do you want a cup?
All right. Hello, Eileen.
Hello, Curly. Where were you?
Oh, just having a look at the bullocks up in the far field. Where's himself?
Oh, he's gone out to look at the heifer.
What time is the train in it?
6 o'clock?
You better be down there at 5 and make sure of that car.
Is there anything else you want me to get?
Maybe a couple of loaves of bread.
Oh, and wine.
The wine. Don't forget the wine.
Wine? What for?
For the Yanks.
Eddie won't be drinking wine.
Some light kind of wine for Julia.
Oh, and you'll need some small glasses too, Mary Kate.
Ah, give it to her in a mug, it'll taste the same.
We have some small glasses over at the house. I'll bring them around for you, Mary Kate.
Don't forget that wine. God bless you, Eileen. What about some napkins for the table or something?
Ah, well, you don't be daft. You're wearing yourself out this last week, doing the house up in Murray. Wherever they eat, it'll taste the same whether they have napkins or not. Where's me tea?
I'll get you your tea. Do you want something to eat?
Any fresh soda?
It's bad for your stomach.
Oh, I'll get it, Mary Kate. Really, it's fine.
There's a cake out cooling there on the window, and there's a knife there in the drawer. You were always mad after that hot soda.
Was himself shouting?
He wants you to take back the black paint and get some red lead.
Well, if he wants it painted red, he can do it himself. He told Lou Casey he was going to paint it red, and Casey's going around telling everybody it's a telephone box we have. I'll paint it, but it'll be black. Great notions he has all of a sudden for bright colours.
There. Still hot. Oh, I see Tom coming across the way. I'll go get those small glasses for you, Mary Kate, yeah?
Oh, God bless you.
Not
There's
today.
no rush.
In case I forget them.
Will it be over tonight? They'll be going to bed early. I'm going to be tired.
Yes?
Eileen, you'll be back later, won't you?
I will, Mary Kate.
All right. Here, would you ever try and agree with your father for the next couple of weeks?
All right.
You know, he means well. It's just that he wants everything done the right way.
Well, there's one thing I'm not going to do.
Oh,
Oh, hello, Tom. You'll have a cup of tea.
I'll have a mug.
Oh, all right.
That heifer's going to calve tonight. I think you'd better stay up with her.
I don't see any signs on her yet.
Aye, of course not. You'll say the same in the bloody morning when the calf's laying beside her. And stay up with myself if you're not going to do it.
Tom, will you have a bit of bread?
No. What time are you going into the town?
When I finish my tea,
There's that tin of black paint you spilled. Bring it back in with you and get some of me money back in.
It'll have to be finished some other day.
And whose fault's that?
He has to hire the car from Walsh's.
Well, if it's anything like the truck I just saw down at Delia Riley's, it's Garvey's tractor he'd want to bring. Nearly a man, what did they have in all the trucks?
I better be gone.
Bring that pin.
Don't forget the bread, Curly. Oh, the wine, Curly.
What's the wine?
For Julia.
And what makes you think she drinks?
We have to have a little something.
A little something. I know Julia, and I should if she's married to my son. It's a good strong mug of tea she'll be sitting down to, and not twirling a wine glass round at the end of her fingers.
much this show costs?
A good deal, I'll bet you. Is your father coming in for a cup of tea?
Yes.
Well, here, I'll pour a year or two out first. And then I'll take the other two in them a cup. Give him a shout there.
He said he was coming.
He'll be grumbling if it gets cold.
He said he was coming.
Would you ever stop and not let Eddie and his wife hear you two barking at each other?
The tea is ready. It's getting cold.
That mare needs shoeing badly.
Did you have a look at her?
What do you mean?
I mean, if you had a look at her, you'd see she was done 2 days ago. But because you told me she needed doing, and because you didn't see me take her, you took for granted she wasn't done.
It's all of a sudden you got so smart.
Good morning, Ireland. Jeez, them feather bits. Haven't slept like that in 15 years.
It's the good clean air, Eddie.
Hey, donkey, don't drop that on the floor. That's a $260 camera you have there.
How much is that in Irish money, Eddie?
$250? I reckon about £65.
Any man that can give £65 for a camera to take pictures with must be getting his money handy. It's easily known it's not in Ireland yet.
I'm in it now. 15 years. Like, that's a whole lot of time. I've only been here a couple of hours, I can see nothing but changing.
Changes, surely. And yourself have made some of them. Isn't the old thatch you'd want to be living under now?
The old catch. What's become of it?
We keep the cows in it now.
How many do we have?
5. One that'll be calving today or tomorrow. You'll be able to give us a hand.
You'll let that to me, boy. I haven't forgotten these things, you know.
Indeed you have.
What else do we have around the old ranch? A horse?
Aye, but she's getting a bit old for work now. Can anyone see what I left me tobacco?
Hold it, Pop. I have something special for you.
Did you look in on her?
Yeah,
How's she doing?
maybe today.
Here you are. Here's tobacco. Prince Albert. You'll find that a sweeter smoke in the old club.
Well, if it's anything like the fancy tin, it should be good.
Here, boy. Throw your woodbines away and have a decent cigarette.
Thanks.
How do you get this yoke open?
Here. Smell that.
I don't think I'd like it. I've been smoking the old plug for too long.
Wait till you have a few drags of that. You'll smoke the plug no more. Out them cigarettes, boy.
Good. I like them for a change.
Too many cigarettes he smokes. 20 a day is nothing to that buck. A wasted damn good money. Money that's not easy come by these days.
You get your old plug for free, Pap.
I should for all he smoked, it doesn't make any difference. But he'll have to cut down on the smoking when he's looking after himself in America.
What does he want to come out of? Are things so bad around here everyone has to get the boat out?
There's no reason why half of them has to go. Only their own daft fancy.
You know, Curly, we're going to have to talk things over the next couple of weeks. There's still time to change our mind, you know.
There's no reason why I should change my mind.
He hasn't got a mind to change, that's why.
Sure, there's nothing here for me.
There's as much as there is for any other lad. But I'll not put him again going.
Oh, let's not argue now. We'll talk again, boy. Today I want to see everything. Everything. All the old faces, places. Why, how I've longed for them. Say, who's in the house over there behind the trees?
That's Coleman's.
Matty Coleman. Yeah. Gosh, they've all shifted about. I hardly know any of them. And I'm over the cows in it.
That's Regan's. You remember Andy Regan?
Sure. Gosh, what a change. Everything you saw from that doorstep had a thatched roof in it. And now look at it.
There wouldn't be many changes were it not for them that did go.
And that one there? Do you know that one?
No. But I reckon I'll sort them all out soon.
That's where Katie O'Hara is married.
Hi there! When's somebody coming out?
Go easy with you. She must be asleep. She must be tired after the journey.
Coming, honey, coming.
Oh, no, sir. That's what you call an operation going on in there. She's inside plastering herself with makeup. It takes her twice as long a night to get it off as it does put it on in the morning. How's the tobacco bump?
There's no strength in that stuff.
Jeez. I bring him 3,000 miles across the ocean and all he can say is, it's no good.
Hi, folks. Top of the morning. Gee, I got that Irish brogue already.
Come up here, Julia, and sit down. I've been out to take a look at the cat.
Oh, sit down, Pop. I'm not going to sit for the next 3 weeks. At least not in the mornings, anyway. Honey, you got a cigarette?
All right.
Well, here we are.
Here you are, Shirley.
So, what's the program for today?
Well, I figured we'd take it easy. Want to have a look about the place and catch up on the old memories.
You just do that, Ed. Gee, Mom, this guy's talked to nothing but this trip for the past 10 years. Well, he surely left it long enough. Well, I kept telling him that. Didn't I, Ed? Didn't I say over and over again, Ed, we ought to take a trip out to Europe to see the old folks. But you know how the years go by. And then when Curly wrote, we knew we just had to make it then.
When a man's in a good job, he has to take care of it. He can't be crossing over the ocean whenever he likes. I'll be going out now.
I'll come out when I throw a few clothes then.
Stay where you are. You're only getting me way.
Chase, he hasn't changed a bit.
Curly, come on up here and talk to me for a minute. Let me tell you all about the great old USA you're soon going to see.
I better be getting on with a few jobs, Julia. Tonight we'll have a talk.
Julia, Tom Marr doesn't believe in anyone sitting around for too long. Why doesn't everyone just take it easy? We're on a vacation. Ed, you said something about getting an automobile for these 3 weeks.
You can hire one from Walges.
I wanted Ed to ship ours over from the States. Then we could have driven down from Cork in comfort instead of that ghastly train. I've never known anything like it. Well, I'm sure they can't be that good, Julia, after the ones you see in America. Oh, Mary Kate, it was a nightmare. And the heat. Oh, the heat. I asked the guy who checked our tickets where the air conditioning operated from, and he just leaned over me and pushed the window down. Ed, we're getting a taxi back.
Sure, honey.
You'll have to put up with a lot more than that in this country, Julia.
Well, if the rest is as bad as what I've seen so far, Curly, it's no wonder you're getting out. Why everybody doesn't get out, I don't know.
Say, I better get some clothes on and get some of this beard out. Hot water in the kettle, Mum.
Oh, there is, son. It's boiling. You'll want the mug. He's going to wash out of a mug. He's going to shave.
He asked the old fella if he could borrow his cutthroat last night.
But Ed, you've got your shave master with you. It'll plug into the light point.
I guess I want to see how the old cutthroat is standing up to. I learned to shave with this and I haven't had a decent shave since. Honey, this razor was belonged to the grandfather.
Land's sake, Ed. It's not your grandfather you're shaving. You're going to get a sore face.
It wouldn't cut the baby's face. To shave it too many good men instead to hurt anyone. You use it, boy.
Himself said I'm ruining the edge.
Woman knows how to use a razor like Tom Maher. Is he still as contrary as he always was?
That man will be contrary about the way the last breath is leaving him.
Julia, the old people in this country don't have any patience for the youth. Say, it's just the opposite over in the States, There, it's the teenagers that tell the old folks what to do. Oh, it certainly is a land for the young. Say, what do you do with yourself in the evenings, Curly?
Not much to do around here, Julia. Except for a Sunday night. There's always a dance in the town.
But there's still a dance down at the Crossboy.
No, there hasn't been anything there for years.
Ah, heck, no, that's one of the things I was looking forward to.
You got a sweetheart, Curly.
You got loads of them chasing you, boy, don't you? That's like your big handsome brother and he's dead.
Big handsome brother. Mom, this guy would have been left up on the shelf if I hadn't taken pity on him and taken him under my wing.
Honey, your pity wasn't deep enough for you to left me alone.
Ed, I don't like the sound of that.
Skip it, honey. Razor nicked me, that's all.
I better be going out and giving him a hand.
Oh, hold on, Curly. I'll come with you. Say, are we
going anywhere. It's muddy. If I'm gonna get dirty, I think I better change these shoes.
Oh, Julia, I don't think it might be the best for the land.
Well, you might not believe it, Mom, but these cost me $30. They're an exclusive from Saks.
Keep it, honey. Tell her the true price at $15 from Sears Roebuck. She'll be just as impressed.
Ed, what is getting into you this morning?
Nothing. Just you don't have to go around doubling the price of everything we got in our bags.
I wasn't doubling the price of anything.
Oh, sure, when it's all said in dollars, it's hard to tell the cost of anything, isn't it?
Well, should I change Mr. Down to Earth?
We won't be going anywhere, don't we, Julia? Anyway, the ground's all good and dry.
I'll see you.
Ed, you might want to see about getting that automobile this morning.
Sure, honey, there's no rush.
Well, we don't want to sit around the farm all day. We're on a vacation, and vacations aren't for sitting in one place all the time.
Sure, honey.
I'm gonna break my neck with these goddamn heels on this awful crap.
Sure, honey. Oh, the sun's shining on the face of nothing. How many times I've closed my eyes and seen that in the past years?
What's that, Eddie?
Nothing, Ma. Nothing.
Nothing. Well, we're sick and tired of looking at nothing.
When you're down and you're looking with a penny in your pocket, you can get a great view of this from Times Square.
Where's Times Square?
Oh, somewhere. You know, I wanted to come back before this. Many times.
You left it a long time, son.
Isn't easy, man. You want a month at least for a vacation like this.
Ah, sure, I know. And you have to take care of your job. But you were a good son when you went.
I should have kept it up.
Ah, sure, it wasn't expected of you. You had a home to support and a wife. We're not too badly off now.
What does Curly want to come out for?
Oh, I don't know. I think he thinks he can do better for himself.
And leave you both here?
We'll be all right for a couple of years, and he says he won't go for long.
Isn't that what I said?
Didn't you do the right thing, son?
Sure.
You know, he'll get more for his time there than he will here.
Sure, he'll make more money. Say, who's about today, though?
Shanta's not moved away or got married. Tommy Grogan, he's still here. And Luke Casey.
Luke. Did he get married?
Luke Casey getting married. That'll be the day. He's hanging out waiting for one of those Yanks with all the dollars. There's nothing in the marriage for Luke Casey except the money.
Oh, and he'll get her one day, and they'll spend the rest of their lives rubbing Love Boyle lotion into each other's backs.
Remember John Toohey? He was one of your pals, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't one of the old gang.
Well, he married Katie O'Hara.
How is Katie?
Not good. She's having a baby and things aren't going too well.
Did she keep coming in after I'd gone?
Katie never missed a day coming in to see me.
You know, I meant to come back before this. Sure as God I did, but...
'Twas to be, Eddie. There's no point in bringing up things that are over and done with. You went to a good country, you got a good wife, and 'twas to be.
Sure, as you say, ma, 'twas to be. I'd like to see her before I go back.
Well, it won't be possible now. Maybe one evening after the baby's born we'll go down. But she's married to John Toohey now, and he's a good, steady man.
Eddie deserved the best.
Aye.
The best. Here's the old fella, the man rush. What's the matter?
The house cabin, I come for a blanket.
I'll come down with you.
Eddie, you didn't have to go down and bring it up, Julia. She's getting a bit excited down there.
Tom, don't take one of the old good blankets. There's the old blanket behind the dresser.
All right, I've got it. Is he going down for Julia?
He is, yes.
Jesus, you'd think with the screeching of her, it was herself that was having the cow.
I've never seen anything like that before.
I'm telling yourself and Corey what to do. I'm giving out about the straw and the hay scattered about.
Ah, sure, it's great excitement for her.
I don't know, what does she expect us to do? Put the cow above in the bed?
Aaron, let her talk.
Talk? She's worse than a foreign station.
Where? Well, Tom Moore, if anyone had told me that a beast, a mother-to-be in her birth pangs was going to be treated the way that you and Curly are doing outside with that poor animal, I'd have written my congressman.
It'll be all over in a few minutes, Julia, and we'll bring you out then to see the car.
Mary, the conditions out
some nice blankets and spray the place for the evening in Paris. Everything's going to be all right.
Ed, the germs that must be swarming out there.
I don't know what you're getting all pecked up about. If anyone should be worried, it's the poor bun.
Sit down.
Sit down here, Julia.
I feel faint. Ed, give me a cigarette.
Will you have a drink, Julia?
Yeah, have something, honey.
I'll get you a glass of wine.
Ed, why didn't you warn me? You deliberately
Honey, this sort of thing happens every day in the country. It's nature's every day of the year.
Well, I don't like it.
You don't have to. You can see the nice bits about the farm life in the movies.
There you go, your wine. There's whiskey there, Eddie.
Oh, you know, he doesn't drink whiskey, Mary Kate.
Ah, simmer down, love. It's a vacation.
There.
I'll knock this back. I'll knock this back and go down and see how the mothers do.
You'll see that they handle her properly, Ed.
Sure. I'll pick her a nice bunch of roses on the way down and bring them into her.
Mary Kate, I don't ever want to witness anything like that again in my life. I don't think I like bombs. No, I don't.
Well, it's all right, though, Julia, for those who are used to it.
I just don't understand how Ed can take it all so easily. Mary Kate, can I have just a bit more wine? I still feel faint.
I'll get the bottle, Julia. Here you go, Julia.
Thank you. You know, Ed'll just have to see about that automobile.
Mary Kate!
Oh, Eileen, come in.
Hello, Julia.
Hello.
You remember Eileen? She was in to see us last night.
Oh, yes, of course. Sure. Eileen. It's just my nerves are in such a state right now. I wouldn't recognize my own husband if I wanted to.
What's happened, Julia?
She went down to the barn, cow's calf.
Oh, it was ghastly.
Mary Kate, I'm going into town. Is there anything I can get you?
Oh, no thanks, Eileen, I'm grand.
You know, I think I'll come with you, Eileen. An hour or two of civilization should settle my nerves.
It's a fine black bull. God bless him and the cow.
And is the cow okay?
Aye.
Oh,
Now tell me I know nothing about handling a cow and calf.
You're better than I thought.
He actually helped.
Ah, Eileen, the girl that swept my heart away.
We'll make a farmer of you yet, Eddie.
Make one. I had one.
Ed, don't stand near me. You smell.
He smells like a farmer, Julia. Curly, will you come out and show me that calf, yeah?
You do just that, boy.
Don't be long like that. It's time we got started above in the field. Is that the whiskey bottle I see over there?
Right. Let's have a drink to the numerator.
What's it going to be called?
A very simple name, honey. Nothing elaborate. Just calf. Mom?
oh, no whiskey for me, Eddie. I'll have a glass of wine with Julia.
You know, I don't think I'll have any, Mary Kate. It's a bit too strong.
You're a sensible girl. I hear some of them nowadays is even drinking whiskey.
Well, what do you know?
Boy, gee, it's hot.
Sure is, boy. Have a swig of buttermilk.
Any left in the can?
Aye, that's.
She'll kill us.
Only reason that woman bakes soda bread is so we can steal the ends of it. We'll tell her it was the old fella.
It's too hot. It'll team rain in a minute. What time are they coming back from Castlebarda?
5 or 6. Girlfriend said she'd fix some dinner.
Oh, who's that?
Come off it, boy. Eileen.
Oh.
You know, you're a damn fool, Curry.
What for?
What do you expect to find in America? Go on. Tell me what you expect to find.
I'll be able to please myself what I do and don't do.
Is that so wonderful? And what price do you intend to pay for those privileges?
My fare. You promised me that. I'll pay you back when I start earning.
Forget it. I didn't mean that. Look, you're my brother, and if you want my help, then I got to help you. If you think you're doing the right thing. I don't know if you're sure what you're doing right now.
Don't you start.
Life isn't everything you think on the other side of the world, Curly. And the knocks don't come any easier because you can easily run away from them.
I'm not running away from anything.
God, I should be the last one to say this. But Curly, you got the duty to our mother and father.
I also got a right to do something myself. What do you do when you have to decide between the two?
I guess boy, you run. But don't run so damn fast, you'll go too far to come back.
You ran yourself.
Sure I ran. And I hope you find more at the end of it than I found. I hope you come back to more than I came back to. I was about going down the alley for a crack at the ball.
Ah, there's no alley down there no more. It all fell down.
Jesus. And there ain't around here anymore that has either fallen down or flown away.
There's less every year. Here comes the rain. That finishes the hay for today.
But you and Eileen?
Nothing.
Don't give me that.
There's nothing.
Well, you recognise the glint in your eye every time she comes in.
She's a good dancer.
Well, now, that'll please the old fella. Are you courting, Curly?
That's no one's business. I'm not courting anyone.
All right, keep your shirt on. Did you ever talk to the old fella about the place?
The place? The place? So by the time I get the place, I'll be getting the pension.
Look, he's that kind of man. But Tom, if you demand a thing and he refuses, you go on ahead and take it. Simple as that.
It's easy for you to talk.
It's not just talk, Curly. Sure, America's a great place and a man can get on. He can make money and he can spend it.
That's what I want.
Fine. That's what you want. You got $300 here in my pocket. Next time we're in town, we'll pick up your ticket. Let me ask you one straight question. Did you ever think you might be doing the wrong thing?
Sometimes. Sometimes. But then when himself starts up, I know I'm doing the right thing.
And beyond that?
What do you mean beyond that?
The future. You're going to stay in America?
I don't know.
That's no good, boy. You got to have a plan. You just can't be working from year to year. That way you'll keep the skids under you at all times. There must be someone or something you want to work for.
I want to work for myself.
Then you'll get no thanks.
Well, what was your plan when you went?
I had a plan, Curly, when I went first. No man worked as hard or saved as much as I did. But one day that plan wasn't there anymore. Life gets very lonely on the other side of the world, Curly, especially when a lot of the things you long for are behind you.
I'm not afraid of that.
Some guys fit in, Curly. Just become part of the bricks, the concrete, the railway lines and the streetcars. And they never smell the gasoline fumes or the stink from the chimneys. But other guys are country boys. If they have a plan, then 'tis all right. But if they don't, or they lose it, and they'll only be working because they have to drink or eat. And that's no living for any man, unless he's chasing ulcers.
You done all right for yourself?
Sure. Look at me. Big operator. Hundreds of guys come off that boat every summer. Big operators just like me. A lot of them are country boys, and if they are, they'll be better not to come home looking for something that's no longer here.
A few years will do me.
Go for good or don't go down. Make your home where it's got to be. The way I see it, Curly, your home is here.
And what good is this to me here? Walking like a horse. Me father grumbling and grousing at me. The neighbours telling me you're daft to be going. 10 years' time the place will be yours. No, Eddie, I know what I want to do.
You're going to do it. Even if it breaks your heart. You think that if you do, you'll come back to the same place you left?
It'll still be here.
Sure, it'll be here. That's about all that'll be here. The same house, in a different field, in a different country, and in a different world. And you go searching for other things, Curly, like me. And let me tell you something. When you go back and see that New York skyline, you'll be so sorry you left, because you're really back home then.
That's daft talk.
You don't know what daft talk is until you're talking to yourself. You leave your mother and father. To hell with them, is that it?
No.
Look, Curly, I can't come back and look after them. And both of them are too proud to go down on their hands and knees and begging to stay. I'm thinking too much of it that if they did, you'd be doing the wrong thing. They're too proud to let you see the tears in their eyes.
There's no tears in his eyes.
Have you looked? Maybe there isn't places no one sees him.
If there was, he'd behave like a reasonable man.
He probably says the same thing about you.
Did he ask you to stop me?
No. He's too much of a man for that. But your mother did.
Look, Eddie, I stayed around here working as hard as any man. Any man. I work with him when there isn't a fella in the country that could stand him. I've done 12 to 16-hour shifts up in the fields and bogs, and I never got a shilling off without him telling me how hard money was to come by these days. Every time I wanted to go out for a bit of crack with the lads, I had to sneak out through the door. That's the carousing you hear him talking about. And when I'm 35 years of age, maybe 40, and he's poking the ashes in the fire just to pass the time, he's telling me to start casting around for a wife. Not get married, mind you, just casting around. No, Eddie, I want my life now like yous all had it. Like yous all have it.
Okay, that settles it.
And he'd be the one to tell me who I should bring in and how much she should bring with her.
Okay, let it go.
Well, what's your answer to that?
I don't have any. Even for the questions I ask myself. I guess, boy, you just run away.
Orley, will you go up and bring down that rake you broke? Couldn't keep rakes with that fella. He'd smash every tool you've about the place.
Did you ever break a goddamn rake yourself?
I know what's wrong with you. Is it drink you've on you?
No, it's not a bad idea. Look, Pop, I want to talk.
What about?
Right now, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what I want to say is going to get said. But you got to stop Curly from going.
I'll not lift a finger.
He doesn't know what he's leaving.
Damn well he knows.
Years ago, I stood in the old house over there. And the night before I went to America, I said every word Curly said it to me. But I said it to myself because there was no one else.
Once he starts, you can't stop him.
Look, Pop, that kid's me. Every word, every frown. There's something missing. There's one other reason for him going, and if I thought it was there, I'd chop his legs off at the knees and stop it.
Cut them off at the hips, and he'd still go.
You don't understand. You want to drop?
I'll have a glass.
You know, it's never easy to talk to you about some things.
I'm a reasonable man, Eddie. If only he'd approach me in the right way.
A quick question. But maybe it is the mother I should be asking this. Has Curly got a girl?
I'm damn sure all the carousing isn't just with the bios.
Skip the carousing. What's with him and Eileen Tierney?
Eileen Tierney? She's just a neighbour's daughter. To go gallivanting into the dances of a Sunday night.
That's fine if that's all. Curly's not me, then. No, something he's probably not even a country boy. Another?
That's not good stuff to be taken when there's work ahead of you, but... What notion is on them for Castlebar today?
Julia wanted a run.
Aye, and herself was just as mad to go, and all the work that's on us.
Everyone needs a break, Pop.
Julia's not used to the country.
Oh, no.
I suppose you have to be bred into it to understand its ways.
Aye.
It's like the country fella. He's never at ease in the city.
No.
Aye, it's hard work, all right for them. Aye. You wouldn't be at ease here now, Eddie. It's all right for a holiday.
Uh-huh.
You're a city man now. The smart clothes and the clean shoes.
Aye, you can always tell the city, man.
So what kind of a job will you get, Curly?
Plenty of jobs. We'll figure something for him when he gets over.
Aye, well, he'll have to mend his ways when he's living in the city house, not throwing his shoes down at the end of the kitchen.
Oh, shut up. I'm sorry.
Leave the whiskey alone.
Is this rain ever going to stop?
It might.
What about the hair?
It'll take no hurt for a while.
Is Curly courting, Bob?
Ah, Jesus, you asked me that before.
Sorry.
I don't know what he's doing.
Turned out bad for the funeral, too.
There won't be many there. There never is when they bury children.
I should have gone.
You wouldn't be expected to.
We'll have to go over sometime.
John Tooley was saying you'll call over some evening when Katie's improved.
She's getting better?
The doctor says she should be up in a day or two.
Oh, good.
You're happy yourself, Eddie?
Sure.
Julie seems like a good woman when you get to know her.
Sure, when you get to know her.
There's many's a one that sends home for the one that left behind. They'd be better off picking where they are.
Aye. There's Curly.
Has he the rake?
Yes.
God, he'll fix that one, but I'll buy no more.
He's a fine-looking fella.
Curly? He's a good setting him, all right. You had a good setting, you too, in your day.
Oh, aye. My day.
Don't be bringing that in here.
Well, I'm not going to stand out in the rain fixing it.
All right, then.
You ever see so train? They be drenched in the castle bar.
Serves them right for going.
Let me fix the rake, boy.
Well, there's wire out in the shed. I'll go out for it. Is the hammer in here?
No, bring it in with you, and some nails.
Is it ever going to clear up?
Aye, but there's some queer clouds around you. Who's that? Come in.
Aye, the rain's done some good if it's driving you in here.
Isn't it fierce?
Give me your coat.
Oh, I won't be stopping. Did they say what time they'll be back at?
When my wife buys the damn joint.
As soon as Mary Kate comes back, will you tell her to go over to the 2E's?
What's wrong?
Katie?
She's had a bad turn. They sent for the doctors, but she keeps asking for Mary Kate. I'm going back again.
Stay a while, you'll be drenched.
I can't, there's no one there with her.
Okay, I'll tell her when she comes in.
I'll be back this evening.
All right. You know, that's too heavy to last out there.
You reckon they'll mind if I was go off to 2 weeks?
Sure, you can't go over now.
I get a bit scared. I'd give anything to see her again. Once.
Yeah, don't be daft. What would Julia say?
I couldn't care one damn less.
That's fine, carry on.
Did you ever think your mother died?
What for?
Did you?
No.
I did. I used to pray once. I prayed to God that when my mother died, he'd let me be by her side. I knew he never would.
That's not right for you, Eddie.
Nothing's right for me. Nothing's ever been right for me. Right now, I don't know in what direction the right things lie. I always thought they were here. But I now know they're not. And I wish to God I'd found that out 10 years ago.
That's daft talk.
Sure. I'm half booshed. I've only ever been half of anything. But you, Curly, you're not even half of anything. But someday, maybe, when you're shoveling coal into a stinking boiler room, or up to your knees in muck 20 feet under the clean sidewalks of Park Avenue, or humping heavy cement bags off a dirty railway truck in 10 degrees of frost, you'll stand for a moment to wipe more than dust and sweat out of your eyes. And when that day comes, Curly, when that day comes, maybe then you'll listen to me! Finish it off good.
You made a great job of all these things, Eddie.
When this is finished, you can stick in every hole in the field to not break again. There's no use just driving nails into it.
Say, what are farms like in America, Eddie?
Oh, all sorts. Big ranches, wheat farms. They specialise there.
No small places like here?
Oh, yeah. Some places down south, worse conditions.
They couldn't be much worse.
Right, how's that?
There's many a haymaking in front of that rake.
How about a drop?
I don't mind. There's a half a case of stout there yet.
No, I'll get the whiskey in some decent glasses.
You know, the old fella's gone over to Tooheys to give John a hand with the milking.
You hear anything?
No, my mother said if Katie wasn't too bad, she'd come up early.
Here. Good luck.
Good luck. Isn't it about time we went in about the ticket?
Yeah, we better do it in the morning. We'll pay the balance and collect it.
I'll need a good suitcase too. I think I'll go into Castle Bar and get a decent one.
Want the money now?
Well, there's no great rush. But it's as well to get it off on mines.
Okay, I'll sign it. The manager in there knows me. You can go in and cash it. Okay, let's see. $300. That's about £100, Curry. There's 70 that to go to the shipping agent. The reminder's yours. You'll need some clothes and don't be losing it.
I won't forget you, Eddie, for doing this for me.
I only wish it could be more, boy.
I won't be long paying you back.
Forget it. There's still time, though, to check.
No. I'll pick up the ticket on the way to Castle Bar tomorrow.
Another?
I'll have one. Where's Julia?
Oh, somewhere around.
I bet you'll be glad to be on our way.
Somehow I'll be glad myself, Curly.
You enjoyed yourself, Eddie?
Sure. But it's gone, Curly. I don't know, maybe I expected too much. You know what's funny? I figured that when I stepped out of that taxi that brought us here, that there standing at the door would be my mother wearing the same apron she had on before I left. And the old fella'd come striding down through the fields to welcome us home. And the hair as black as it used to be. I don't know, I guess you forget to count the years. Come on, boy, drink up.
Jez, we'll be scattered.
Can you think of something better to do?
Well, you going over to Chewy's tonight?
Yeah, it's the last chance I'll get.
You know, John would feel bad about it happening to Katie.
What does Eileen say about you, Gunn? Understand you told the old fella last year you wanted to get married. What did he say?
Never stopped talking for a week.
And then you wrote me.
Well, there's no other way, Eddie. I'll come back.
Hi, Curly. Oh, glad there's only one more full day after this. Can't wait to hear the roar of traffic again.
It is quiet around here, Julia.
So damn quiet, Curly. I just can't sleep at night.
We should have fitted a pneumatic drill under your bed. You could have slept all day.
No need for a pneumatic drill, Buster. The sound of your adenoids giving their death rattle every night's enough for anyone. Who's on the liquor?
Oh, we're just having a little sup.
Now, Ed, I don't want you introducing Curly to the pleasures of life.
Okay, honey, we know when to stop.
Seems I've heard that somewhere before. Where are the old folks?
They're going over to Chewy's.
Oh, gee, you know, I feel sorry for that girl Katie losing her kid. Say, I just remembered something, Ed. You haven't taken me to a wake anywhere. After all you said about wakes here in Ireland.
Even the wakes aren't what they used to be, Julia.
Well, I hear everybody has a great time. Plenty to eat, plenty of liquor, and some harmless petting with the girls down the field.
Cut it out.
Well, I haven't said anything wrong, Ed. I'm just asking Curly.
Well then, don't ask him.
Well, what's so wrong? After all, you're the one who told me what happens at these wakes when someone dies.
Oh, shut up. Eddie!
If you're Irish, come into the parlor. There's a welcome there for you. Seeing as everyone's having such a great time, think I'll join in the fun. Fill her up, Curly.
It's strong stuff, Julia.
I'm a strong girl, Curly. The Lord must have known what sort of a life I was gonna have. Top of the morning, or whatever they say.
Good health, Julia. Another one, Eddie?
Oh, sure.
You've nearly had enough.
Maybe in time, Curly, you'll come to know that where drink is concerned, those words don't mean a thing to my husband.
A man needs to get blind drunk every now and again. If he's to see things straight at all.
I'll try to figure that one out on the voyage back.
You know, we should have a dance here tomorrow night. How about, Curly? Can't you fix a couple of fiddle players and a few barrels of beer and we'll really let ourselves go?
Yeah, why not? How about it, Curly?
No reason at all, except himself.
Bless with him. For once, take no heed, go on in. Can you fix something?
I can get a few fiddlers, all right, and there'll be no trouble with the bills.
What more do we need?
A room to lock me father in.
Honey, I'll even show you how to do the lancers.
Ed, let's wind up the vacation with a good memory to take back.
Anyway, Curly deserves a farewell do.
Yep, gotta send the boy out into the world with song in his heart.
Okay, boy, let's have another drink.
No, the fire's going down. I'll go out and get some tough.
Boy, look at that sunset. I swear the mountain was on fire.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Well, what do you want me to say, Ed?
Nothing.
Ed, you promised.
Sure, I promised. But this is the end of my vacation. Probably the only vacation I'll ever get in my life. If Edward feels like getting stinking, I'll get stinking. You know, I'm half glad to be going back. And you can't wait to get your heels out.
No,
Oh, you needn't tell me. You think this is the far corner of nowhere?
I never said that, Ed?
Sure, you never said it. This is better than you and I'll ever have.
And whose fault is that?
You can tell. Even I can tell. Half the goddamn world can tell. But you're all wrong. And shall I tell you why? Because I'm a steady lad. With a good job and good pay. Yeah, I'm the steady man. Steady Eddie.
Well, it's good to hear someone's happy.
I mean the pride of my life.
That's what you called her last time, Ed.
And she's the apple of my eye this time.
I wouldn't let him too near you, Eileen. He stinks of whiskey.
Surely I don't know how much of the man drink that stuff.
And I shouldn't let Curly too near you either. He's racing neck and neck with his brother in the liquor stakes.
Hello, Curly.
Hello, Willie. Any news?
Any news? He had that girl in a grassy ditch last night for 2 hours. And then when he meets her today, all he can say is, any news?
Let me start the turf. Apparently you'll spoil it.
Come over here, boy, your glass is empty.
You've had enough smoking, Ed.
Don't worry, honey. I'll leave enough for you for a nightcap.
You know, I just don't know what's gotten into him this vacation, Eileen. Vacations aren't good for this man.
Oh, he'll feel the good of it when he goes back.
Eileen, what are you going to have?
Oh, nothing for me, Ed. I don't drink. But I'll put the kettle on for me and Julia to have a cup of tea.
No, let's keep it that way, kid. But honey, celebrating with tea? Jeez, that's rich.
Well, I'll bring the kettle out and fill it.
You stay here with me, brother.
He might fall into the well.
There's enough in it. Take no heed in them two, Julia. We'll talk amongst ourselves. Tell me all about America.
You know, you two shouldn't be here. What's a summer's evening like this except for two people like you in a country like this? You know, Curly, you'd swear you had the rest of your days here instead of 2 more nights.
Guess I better fill the kettle after all.
You know, honey, you got the perfect knack of saying the right thing at the wrong moment.
Sure, I got the perfect net. The way I see it, my brother's got the perfect girl. And he's leaving because he doesn't know. Tell your time he'll know.
Can't anybody do anything around here without everybody wanting to tell him what to do and give him advice? I know better than all of you what I want to do.
Okay.
I think, Curly, maybe you've had enough from that bottle.
Well, Julia, why can't you let a man have a drink in peace?
You should be the one to tell him, Ed, not me.
He's over 21. Any man over that age should be looked over everyone's, even to him.
Brother, this is setting out to be a memorable evening.
Curly, will you close the curtains and I'll put the light on?
Don't put the light on.
What's wrong, Eddie?
Don't put the light on.
Ed, don't act silly.
I'll stand there. Back a little into the shadow.
Ed, are you seeing things?
What you trying to do? You make me look like a ghost?
Yeah, that's it, Eileen. Like a ghost. Curly, look.
Look at what?
Look at me acting the fool. Too much strong whiskey, Eddie. Next thing you know, you'll be in the garden asking me to look for the leprechauns.
Baby. I thought for a minute though you...
I'll put on the light.
Leave it like this, Curly.
Well, one thing, it's romantic.
Eileen, can you sing?
I can croak. I wouldn't call it singing.
She can sing.
Curly.
Do you know the last rose of summer?
Eddie, really, I can't sing.
Sing, Eileen.
For me, Eileen. Please. The last rose of summer.
You'll run away.
Sing, Eileen. They say that music soothes the savage beast.
It's the last rose of summer left blooming alone. All her lovely companions are faded and old. No.
Ed, what are you doing over there?
Carry on, honey. Just stretching my legs.
You know, I always say that only the Irish can sing sad songs properly. Why are there so many sad songs here?
I suppose because we're always going away.
I remember here. Just here. The horse's collar used to hang. And when you come in the back door, you get a great sweet smell of the hayfield from it.
How about you giving us a song, Curly?
I can't sing, Judy.
And here, by the door to the far room, the milk churns always stood. And in the hot summer's evening, we'd drink mug after mug of it.
Oh, tell me about America. I know the posh style I hear of.
Well, it certainly is God's own country. For people who want to get up and go, there's nothing in the world to stop them.
And there was a cracked mirror here. And I used to hop around in front of it trying to shave. And bending down to see my hair, I'd plaster it with soapy water.
In America, Eileen, we got the biggest of everything. The biggest houses, biggest bridges, largest automobiles. You know, folks just think big in everything they do over there. It's that kind of a country.
Oh, I'd love to get one side of New York. I've seen it so many times in the pictures.
And here, under the horse's collar was a bench. When I was in good orders, I'd make myself be, I'd sit here. One eye on the clock, and the other on my father. Knowing just then, when it was getting near the time, my heart would start to pound. Knowing she was leaving her house just then to come down and meet me at Moorhen's Lane. And as soon as my father bent over the fireplace to light his pipe, I'd be gone out that door like a hare. Katie. Oh, Katie.
I could never figure out the money. I could never work those dollars into pounds and pence. I'd be robbed every day.
Oh, it's easy, honey. And it's a much better system than in Europe. You see, there's 100 cents to every dollar. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is here, but it's roughly $3 to every pound.
It makes it sound like an awful lot of money.
Sure. Everything there is 3 times bigger than anywhere else. Including their goddamn heads.
Ed, no more whiskey.
Ed's gonna drink whatever he wants. He's gonna get goddamn plastered if he feels like it.
Well, put the light on so we can see you when you fall.
Oh, brother. Listen to her. Queen of rapper.
The kettle's boiling under the tea.
Come over here, brother. Your glass is empty. Honey, you got a glass?
I'm having a cup of tea with Eileen, Ed.
No. Did I get your hair down? Let's be ourselves. Let's be our truly American selves. Big, big bumps. I can't carry the pretense any longer. And you must be feeling the strain of it too.
Ed, you're going to be sorry tomorrow for all the things you said and are likely to say.
I'm only sorry for the things I haven't said. I'm a bum. A no good stinking bum. And that's what I should have said when I first walked in that door.
You know, it must really be awful to live at one of the top of those tall buildings.
Oh, no, honey, they've all got elevators.
Sure. Except for 2461 where we live.
They take you right to the top in seconds.
There you got to push your way past the bums and the homeless. And watch where you put your foot because they make a lavatory the steps.
And those swell apartments, honey, oh, you should see them. No turf or coal fire there. Everything's centrally heated. The same amount of heat in every corner of the room, no matter what the weather.
Oh, but I would miss the old turf fire. Oh, but I would love one of those refrigerators.
Yeah, you got to have refrigeration.
The people in the States, Eileen, they couldn't. They just wouldn't live without a cooler.
Yeah, you gotta beat the milk, the meat, and the eggs in it. We got one. We got a freezer. Only thing is it don't freeze. We even keep the bread in it, that way the rats don't get at it.
And the stores, honey, oh, you could spend a whole week in one of those big stores and you wouldn't have to go outside even once.
Oh, it must be marvelous.
Oh, it is. Anything and everything you could want to buy.
Oh, yeah. You buy the whole goddamn joint if you got the money. And don't forget to write home and tell the folks what a wonderful time you're having. And what a wonderful guy you are. Then in America, how you got all the breaks. Break your goddamn back.
And when you first see all those wonderful things, well, you wonder where you've been all your life.
Oh, sure, we've never seen anything like that here before.
Oh, well, A young person's buried in a place like this.
Yeah, they're buried here. So when you come home to see the dead, you got to make sure they know who's dead and who's alive. You can't just come home with one shirt and 2 pairs of socks locked in a wooden box your father made before you went. And they might wonder who's dead.
And when you got a boyfriend, honey, over there, he just shows you the big time.
No, sir. You got to have 3 or 4 beds with cabin and stateroom labels stuck all over. You got to buy the biggest goddamn stateroom trunk money can buy. Yeah, we made sure they didn't know we were dead. Only thing is, there's no goddamn clothes in any of them.
Parties and dances, a drive out into the country on a summer's evening in a smart car, movies.
Movies? Hold it.
Opie and Curly's ever done to go dancing on a Sunday night.
This guy says to me, he says, any American on vacation is a disgrace to the stars and stripes unless he carries a camera. We got one. $250 worth. Takes pictures too. Hired at $20 a week for the month.
You haven't lived, honey. Over there, a girl can look like a queen. She can wear the latest styles, beautiful shoes, jewelry you'd think cost a fortune, and she can dine in the snazziest restaurants and have all the boys staring at her.
So help me. So help me, what a goddamn country. And I've been going to bed night after night for the past 10 years with the same fat cow. Oh, shut up. She doesn't want to hear it. She's got everything. She doesn't want to hear all that crap.
I'm going out for a walk if you're going to shout like this.
Do. And come back when you learn the value things that makes us all look dead here.
We'll take a walk over to Katie's. Maybe we'll pass Mary and Tom, you know?
Okay, Eileen. Doesn't seem to be any room left for anyone here unless they're filled to the eyes with whiskey.
I never thought it was like that for you, Eddie.
That's the way it is, brother. I'm finished shooting them, line. That's the way it's going to happen for you for the same reasons that happened to me. And you'll hit the liquor when it's the only out for you, when it's too late to do the things you first set out to do.
Every man has to have his chance.
You don't have to take chances, Curly, if you'll only listen to reason. There are some things, Curly, I don't know about you.
What are they?
Do you want this girl, Eileen?
I don't want to talk about them things.
Curly, you got to tell me. The years go by and the girl can't wait. I know.
She'll wait for me.
I'll make her wait, Curly. Curly, will she meet you down Moorhen's Lane on a summer's evening just before it gets dark? Answer me.
Sometimes.
You go by our field with the high hedge, into the fort at the far end.
Sometimes.
Will she sigh into your ear as she lies beside you on the grass and wind her arm around your neck?
Aye, with her arm around me.
And you think of that the next day, Curly?
Yes. Because my heart's breaking for her.
Curly, sure as God's above, I know. He wouldn't stand in the way of that. Or question him. You got money there, boy. You can do things with that.
It's too late.
No, Curly, do it.
No, we can't go back on arrangements.
Look, Curly, they're the only things you can go back on. If you were never to have another cent in your pocket, if you were never to have a suit on your back again, take the money, Curly, and give it to her. Put the finest ring on her finger you can find with that money. And with your arms around her, take it in front of him and say, this is the girl for me. For me, Curly.
I can't now.
Tomorrow. Don't stop in Castlebar. Go straight into town with the money. And if you do this, Curly, it'll be right. And I know I've done something worthwhile for the first time in my life.
Eileen.
I've come to tell you. Katie O'Hara's dead.
Can you bring down the green case so I can start packing some things?
Where do you want it?
Open it on the floor.
You want the fag?
No, thanks. You know, some of these things aren't quite dry yet. I better put them to the fire for a minute before packing. What about your suit, Ed? Do you want me to press it?
No.
Will the funeral take long?
No.
You know, I hope Mary Kate doesn't get wet. It's not good at her age.
Corley said anything.
Anything?
Yeah, before he went to Castlebar.
Such as?
Oh, picking up his boat ticket on the way to town.
Well, isn't that what he's gone down for?
Time did he go?
About 9.
Oh, why didn't somebody call me?
Ed, I called you 5 times this morning. The last time you sat up in bed and told me to get the hell out of it. What do you want me to do, lift you out?
I never asked you to do any damn thing.
Ed, we can't go on like this. I can't go on like this anymore.
Let's not start. There'll be time enough for that when we get back.
Ed, somewhere it's got to stop.
I am at your packing. I'm having a drink.
No, Ed, no more. You promised. Ed, listen to me.
If you're going to start shouting your mouth off in the same old way, I don't want to hear it.
Well, I'm going to say it because we can't go on anyway the way you and I have been going on for the past 10 years. I've asked myself this question many times before. Now let me ask you. Ed, why did you marry me?
I don't feel like answering any questions this morning. I've a bad head.
Oh, you've got a bad head, sure. Sure, it always seems that there's something wrong with you, and always seems as if I'm the cause of it, Ed.
I don't want to listen to your moaning this morning.
No, you don't. But I've got to sit around and listen to yours. I've got to sit quiet while you stomp and walk all over me. I don't know what you're looking for, Ed, but I've been breaking my heart the past 10 years trying to find it and give it to you.
Sure, honey. You've done a great job.
Sure, I've done a great job. I've put up with more from you than any woman would have, alive or dead. Maybe I don't fit in here. Maybe I don't, but you don't have to go out of your way to make it as obvious as you can.
Let's not get into that.
I will, Ed. I will. I sat here last night in front of this fire, smiling and trying to close my ears and other people's around me to the things that you were saying. And what's worse, saying them as if everything that's happened to us was my fault. No, Ed, I'm not the line shooter. You are.
Goddamn right I am. I got to be.
You've got to be. But while you're living your past from a whiskey bottle, I've got to shoot a line to the baker and the butcher and the grocery man so that we can live. I know I ain't got folks who live the good, simple life you're so fond of talking about when your eyes are glazed with alcohol. Don't look at me like that, Ed. I'm going to say this if it's the last thing I do. I don't mind what line you shoot, Ed, but...
What about this last year?
Sure, you did great. You didn't touch it, and you saved almost $1,000, and I could have been proud and happy for you, except for one thing. You didn't do it for yourself, and you sure as hell didn't do it for me. No, Carly wanted to come over, and your folks wanted you to take a vacation. For the first time in 10 years, you finally had one of those plans you keep talking about, so you quit the bottle.
I can easily chuck it any time.
Yeah, you can chuck it. When you've got somebody to work for, but I don't seem to come in anywhere. And when Curly's back there, we'll both go on as before. I know we haven't got a swell apartment, Ed, but we could have if you'd stick to one job long enough to get anywhere in it. But the way things are going right now, it looks as if we'll end our days in the same rat warren. I guess some girl must have let you down. So you took me in to vent your anger on. I know you've got no memories of courting me down a country lane or walking at a crossroads on a warm summer's evening. We just used to go walking in the park, and I knew you weren't even with me half the time. And in the movies, when I'd hold your hand, I'd suddenly feel it go from me, and I'd wonder what I'd done. I did everything I could just to make you feel happy, and just when I thought I was succeeding, you'd say something that would bring tears to my eyes. And even though I should have left you, I never did. You know, I had no folks who got their own dinner from their own back garden instead of the store. I had no folks at all that I can remember, and even if I'd never seen anything greener than the grass in Central Park, was that my fault? Was that any reason why you come home night after night and speak to me as if all the troubles in your life were caused by me? No, Ed. All the troubles in your life you poured on yourself with a whiskey bottle. And because I had no folks of my own, I thought it was great to look upon yours as mine. And when Thanksgiving time came around, and I knew that they could do with something, it wasn't you, Ed. It wasn't you. It was my hard hours in the dime store that made it possible to send a check. And when you wanted to take a flyer home, like all the other folks do now, I thought if I could just get you on a boat for a few days, you might arrive in better condition to be seen. I don't know what you wanted me to be, Ed. But it's no use you standing in front of the apartment window on a rainy evening, swaying back and forth with a whiskey bottle in your hand, wishing the past would catch up on you and make you a man again.
I'm sorry, honey. Been a bigger bum than I thought I was.
Ed, I'm all you got. Not your father or your mother or Curly or anyone else. You got no one else but me. Whatever it is that you're looking for in life, you gotta get it where you've been the past 15 years, no matter what.
I don't know what's been in me. I should have made this trip years ago and got it out of my system. Julie,
Anyone else anywhere would have run out on you before this.
Why didn't you?
I guess, Ed, because I loved you.
Julia, you've never said that to me before.
I was scared. I was scared that if I did, that you would say something that would keep me from ever feeling that way again.
Oh God, really? I've wasted my life, and yours I've made a hell.
And tonight, at that party, when everyone's here, you'll be right in the center of it, and I'll be off to the side like some odd piece of baggage you brought along.
No, I swear. Oh God, Julie, I'm sorry.
Being sorry's not enough, Ed. You're sorry when you drink too much. You're sorry when the money's all gone. Maybe I haven't been the girl of your dreams. And I know we'll never go courting down Morahan's Lane, but God, how I wish sometimes you just put your arms around me.
Julie.
Ed, we can make this vacation. Even now, our last day, into something. Even now, we can start again from here.
Julie, so help me, I will.
If you loved me, Ed, if even only for all I've had to suffer, next time we wouldn't have to shoot any lines or carry empty stateroom trunks around with us. If you'd only leave it alone, Ed, let me help you. We could do anything. Next time we could even take a flyer.
Julia, so help me God. Next time we'll take the flyer.
time. I was too tired to clean this place up when it was all over.
It won't take us long. Wasn't Julia in great form last night?
Oh, the happiest I've seen her since she came. Should have liked her almost danced off her between Eddie and himself.
And him always leading off about the carousing and the sambo too.
Ah, there's a good kick in him left yet.
Kick is right. Where's he now?
And he went up the field early this morning before the car came. You know, these old men, they don't want anyone to see them crying. They leave that to us women.
It's awfully quiet here now.
Aye.
Oh, shush, Mary Kate. They'll be back again.
Yeah, myself and himself are getting older though.
We'll be getting the house ready before you know it.
Aye. It's easy for you to say, Eileen. The waiting comes easy to the youth.
Waiting doesn't come easy to any of us, Mary Kate. Come on. I'll put our usual cup of tea, yeah? Maybe Tom will be back.
All right, Eileen.
What should I do with the porter cases, the big barrel?
Is the barrel empty?
Mary Kate, if it wasn't, they'd still be dancing.
True. Tom will be here in a minute. He'll put it outside the door. They'll have to go back into the town.
You know, Julia and Eddie, they really enjoyed their holiday, yeah?
Ah, they did. You know, she was telling me this morning that she was sorry to be going. And Eddie, he said he was raring to get back. Wouldn't you think it'd be the other way around? You know, Eileen, they disappeared for about an hour last night during the dance.
Well, you know the old fort down in Morahan's Lane?
I do.
Well, you know, it got so hot in here with all the dancing and everything, so me and Curly, we decided to take a walk, you know, to get a bit of air. And Curly saw something in the fort. He reached down in there and he pulled the fella out of the grass.
Who was it?
Eddie?
Eddie? What was he doing in there?
He nearly hit him before he realized who it was.
Why, Eileen? Eileen, would you stop laughing and tell me?
Because, Mary Kate, he was courting.
Oh, holy mother of God! Courting? Who with?
Miss Julia?
Julia? Well, now I know it's true what they say about the Yanks. They're all bloody daft.
Sometimes I wonder if it's all as great as they say it is.
Oh, whether it is or not, there's no business for them here. Are these small glasses yours, Eileen?
Oh, I'll leave you those, Mary Kate.
I guess you'll never know when I need them next. I don't know where to get started on this place.
Well, first things first, we should really get rid of these porter cases.
Don't lift them, Eileen. They're too heavy. Tom will be here in a minute.
Oh, I'll leave when he comes. You want to be alone, yeah?
Ah, if you like. But you'll be back later.
I will.
You know, I heard Eddie and Julia saying last night they were thinking of moving out of the house they're in. Maybe out into the country with a bit of a garden and maybe grow their own vegetables.
It'll have to be Julia that does the growing, I'm thinking. Eddie's too far from the farming now.
Ah, 'tis true. He's a big city man now.
Oh, here's Tom coming now.
Oh, good.
Well, Tom.
Well, Eileen. Fine mess this place is in too.
A long time I've been waiting for you to throw a hully in here.
Aye, you'll be waiting as long again if I have me way.
Tom, would you ever pick up those cases and let us get a clean on this place?
Aye, I'll pick them up later. But come here. Is that barrel up in the room? Is it empty?
It is indeed.
Aye, believe you me, it will be empty. With all the long bullocks that was hanging round the top last week.
Isn't he a contrary man?
Sometimes I wonder if it's the softness in him he's trying to cover up.
That could be, surely.
And where was this got from?
Burns?
And how much did it cost?
£3, I think.
Ha, isn't it marvellous? £3, and all we got to show for it now is an empty barrel.
Well, sure, you couldn't send him off without a bit of a do, Tom.
There'll be no do, only for I was caught in the hop at the last minute. Nobody said a word to me till this buck from Flaheens comes in, with a fiddle tucked under his arm. I've come to play the dance, says he, and marches in by me as bound as you like. 5 minutes later, half the village is hopping around on the kitchen floor, and the rest is above in the room with this over their heads.
I think now's the time I went off, Mary Kate.
All right, Eileen.
Are these all empties too?
They are.
Mother of God. There must be another £5 of empty porter bottles here. Not to talk of the 2 bottles of whiskey and the half-gallon of potchie. And a damn blast. Does the bloody village think we're made of money just because we had a couple of Yanks at home?
Tom, there is something I want to talk to you about.
Well, it'll have to wait. The place looks like it should be.
You'll have to stand and hear this now.
Well, go on. Be quick about it. There's a cow within in the hay.
Well, you know that Curly and Eileen were thinking of getting married last year?
Marion, that's just daft talk. Women talk. There's no Marion.
Well, you know why Curly didn't go?
Because for the first time in his 25 years, he started to act and think with a bit of sense.
Well, he went to Castlebar yesterday.
Aye, and he stopped and thought of the dirty trick that he was pulling. All my talk wasn't in vain after all. He saw where he'd be better off and...
Did he tell you anything else during the dance last night when he said he wasn't going?
That buck never says much. Just that he wasn't going off to America. But damn, isn't it a terror? Even to the bitter end. He wouldn't give me any credit for changing his mind.
Tom, leave down that case and stand easy for a minute.
What are you trying to say?
Tom, Curly and Eileen are getting married.
Over my dead body they are.
They went in to see the priest on the way from Castlebar yesterday.
The priest? The priest?
To fix up.
And what makes you think the priest is daft enough to take any news?
They fixed the date with him.
Are you raving, woman?
Yeah, I might be raving with the joy.
Are you all gone mad or something?
Did you notice anything on Eileen Tierney this morning?
What's wrong with her finger?
There's a ring on it.
And where did she get a ring from?
From Curly.
And where in the hell would he get a ring from?
In Castlebar yesterday with the fair money Eddie gave him.
How much did he pay for?
£60.
£60? £60 for a ring? Hellfire, the price of a bloody good cow!
He's made his mind up.
Made it up! He'd be the end of us all ended up in the workhouse.
Well, there's no point in shouting about it now.
Oh, yous are all down here, planning and concocting. Nobody ever tells me a thing until it's all bundled up in time. And where are we going to go? Tell me that.
Down to that room there.
Aye, and a lot of pace we'll have down there when he's up here, filling the house with screeching children.
I don't care what you say, Tom Marr. It's the happiest day of my life, and if you want to have the last word, you can have it, and no one will take it from you. But no matter what you say, we have to hand over someday.
And what?
All the things we've been trying hard to keep back from him.
You keep for another while.
Tom, pick up that case, take it out, and go easy on him when he comes in.
My God, £60 on a woman's finger.
Mary Kate,
Oh, Eileen, come in.
told him.
I did.
Curly's back.
Give us a look at that again. Oh, wouldn't it dazzle you?
Who would have thought that Curly'd have it in him to buy a grand thing like that? For me.
God bless you, Eileen. I'm happier than yourself.
Oh, shush, Mary Kate, do you have me at it too? What'll Tom say if he comes in here and sees both of us crying?
Ah, the saying's gone out of him. Oh, Curly! Come in. 'Tis proud of you I am.
Just proud I am myself.
Have you seen him yet?
No, but I'm ready for him.
So, you're getting married.
Yes.
And there's a cow within in the hay. Somebody'd want to go up and butter out.
I'll go.
We'd want to get on with painting that yoke out there, now that it's up.
I got some more paint.
Red paint.
Black.
Where did Eddie leave that American tobacco?
Oh, Tom, it's in the room. I'll get it.
I'll go and put the cow out.
Go, I'll come with you.
Orly. Where did you leave the paint?
Where's the tobacco?
If it's black paint he wants on it.
It's been a hard day for you, Tom, I know. With Eddie going and all this.
Aye. Eddie and Julia will be well on their way by now.
They will be surely.
They said they'd come back again soon.
Aye, maybe next year.
Next year. And when are the two of them getting married?
Monday 3 weeks.
Monday 3 weeks. When you swear he does it to me a purpose? Monday 3 weeks? The bloody fair day in Castlebar!
Oh.